again, it was so crazy watching it, David, because in regards to Louie, she summarized it the way she did because I just think she was so mind blown and stressed. She was very stressed. And I do think Teresa's the type of person, the way I know her, that if it's so like traumatic or it's a lot on her, she blocks things out. Like she will like tell it to you, and like if a little kid was telling you something. It's crazy.
But then you
But
can't say to your own husband, like you're supposed to, I mean, when you're married to
yeah,
someone, you're supposed to have an open communication. Like that's the key thing. She can't say to her husband, like, this is bad. Let's
no,
discuss it. Like she's
she
too
can't.
afraid to speak, or she speaks up and says these
She
things.
can't. She can't because there's something going on in that relationship where she's at the point where what he says goes, and if she says something, it's trouble. And here's another perfect example. And I have the clip. I saved it. They took it off. They took it down. She asked them to take it down. There's a clip from Namaste Bitches Pod where Melissa Feaster was talking to her about finances, and they ended up editing it down. But anyway, I have the whole clip, and I don't even remember why I recorded it, but I have it. Melissa was asking her something about like spending or something about Louis' finances, and Teresa flat out says, "No, I think it's like it would be weird, right? Like it would be rude if I asked him about his finances. He has like a financial advisor that he deals with." And Melissa Feaster was like, "What? I know everything, my husband, like it's our bank account. Like, what do you mean, Teresa, you don't know about the finances? You don't ask him. That's rude." And she was just like, "No, I just there's just certain things that we don't talk about, but it's not that she doesn't talk about it, it's that she can't, because she knows his temper, she knows his manners. There's like certain things you can't go into with Louis because it's like walking on eggshells around this guy. And I think at this point, she's so into it, Teresa, she knows what she can and cannot get away with. So I think if at that moment, while they were filming, if she would have been like, "No, babe, honey, please don't just, yes, Margaret's a fucking bitch. We hate her, but leave the son out of it." Even if she would have said something like that, David, I guarantee you the moment the camera people would have left her house, it would have been trouble for her. Big trouble for her. Another thing, for her to sit there and, again, I'm taking it back to the someone's child, and I know the guy's not like 5 years old, but that's still somebody's child. Like, imagine if Margaret would have said that about Gia. All hell would have broke loose, which is why all hell broke loose now, because the kids are off limit, whether they're 5, 18, or 35. Like, Teresa allowing that, David, is just like, that's letting you know where her mind is now. She's gone. She's gone. I'm saying it, guys. There's trouble there. Big trouble. I don't care if you want to sit there and post from Greece or Ibiza, wherever the fuck you are. Love, love, love. Happy anniversary, babe. Blah, blah, blah. No, guys. I was there. I lived it for almost like 2 years with these people. I witnessed the conversations. I watched the video. Like I've seen what he is capable of. That is not a healthy and happy relationship. And I know I am in no place, shape, or form like, it's not like, who am I to comment on someone else's marriage? Well, I witnessed some things. Melissa Feaster and I've witnessed some things. Like, there's trouble there, and I'm so shocked that nobody has stepped in. Literally, nobody has stepped in. It's scary.
Well, I guess Joe Gorga tried. I mean, now everyone's going to come for me, then I'm taking the Gorga side. But I mean, it's not really them. Like, they're out of it. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess where are these friends of hers? You know,
Yeah,
where are
yeah.
they?
Yeah, and the fans are not helping. They're fucking gassing her like crazy. "Oh, you've got a king next to your side." Hell no, you guys. I mean, I'm really thankful, and I like the way you started this pod, David. Like, that honesty is very much needed, because we are in a climate where people can't really say what they feel because they're scared to go against the grain and like go against, like, and especially on Twitter, you know how savage it is over there. Those fans are crazy. But anyway, like, I mean, you cannot like say anything about Teresa's husband because they're going to come and like eat you alive. But at this point, it's like,
It's enabling. It's gross
yeah, I
negligence.
keep I keep like seeing Whoopi Goldberg's face from Ghost, like, "Molly, you in danger, girl." It's
Yeah.
crazy. She's in
It's
trouble.
Like, you can love your queen all you want. It's not my place. I don't give a fuck about Teresa. I don't know her. She ain't my queen. She's not my brother. She's not my sister. So, but somebody, there's nobody here who loves Teresa so much that wants to try to help. I mean, isn't
Yeah.
this scumbag lawyer who Margaret says is doing and working at a crack den, like, he doesn't have her best interest. I mean, he's in bed with her.
No.
He can't
Another
say this
another
is,
parasite, another leech, another person just clinging to her to suck the life out of her. In his case, it's money.
well,
In
there
his
ain't
case,
going to
it's
be any
money.
money. There ain't going to be any money to pay him when this is all over. So, I mean, doesn't
Yeah.
that make him nervous? Like, your cash
Yeah.
cow is going to be sucked dry and maybe not have a job, possibly?
Yeah, like what just got revealed a couple of days ago that it was in I don't really want to bring her up because I really do think when we bring her up, we give her attention, and I just really think she's fizzled out. No one's interested anymore, but I'm gonna say it.
Nobody.
Kim D, Kim D, you guys, was the one who suggested that Teresa give that statement. So in that alone, like, why would Kim, if it was her who suggested it, and she's saying it was her idea, why would
Well, the
that
key word
count?
is if, because I mean,
Yeah, but even so, like, why would Jim Leonard approve her even making that public? That is just going to tell everyone that message was not sincere. Because guess what, guys? It wasn't her idea. It wasn't her heartfelt emotions on paper, like on her Instagram coming from her heart. It wasn't even her suggestion. It was Kim's. And now we have Louie making this generic apology. And we did talk about this on your pod, David, that he recorded something before he left to Greece, to Europe with Teresa. He was going to address this finale and that comment about threatening Margaret's family. And I hear, David, that they were a little bit worried of how it was going to come off. He didn't like it, Louis. So they decided to scrap that and put up this apology on an Instagram story. And I just thought, like, where, hello, like, where is PR here? Hire somebody, do something, somebody. Like, believe me, guys, I've exposed this camp. I believe, like, what goes around comes around. You get what you give, and I do think they need to be held responsible for all the dirty shit they did. But at the same time, I also feel like what is happening right now within that camp for these people to be making these statements. One was Kim D's idea, and the other one just got thrown on Instagram like that, and it wasn't even an apology; it was an explanation. I don't
well,
know what's going on over there. I really do feel like Jim Leonard maybe is on his way out because it's like there's no direction and they're on a sinking ship, all of them. And they're watching Teresa in the house that's on fucking fire and no one is running in to grab her. They're just letting her burn. And it's so crazy that they're allowing the so-called queen to burn to the fucking ground because once the queen is done, there goes all of your little monies, everybody. Like, there goes your fucking bag. So why no one has stepped in to do something is beyond me. But maybe this is their karma. Maybe, for trying to ruin John Fuda's business with the bad reviews and bringing out Britney, trying to ruin Margaret's Walmart deal and sabotaging Melissa Gorga, saying that your own nephew is not your brother's son, saying she was with Bulldog. I'm seeing the Cake Boss affair